Hello, this is Mr. Sherry with Great Northern Books. My wife and I will be doing the book fair at your school shortly this fall. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attend the book fair, so I wanted to share some book talks with you. I've read a lot of great books this summer and this fall, and I wanted to share a few of those titles. I want to start with a couple of books that are on your Indian paintbrush list this fall. This is a book we actually carried in the spring, but it's going to be on your list, and so I wanted to talk about it with you. It's a book called Icefall. It's set in a Norwegian country in the time of Norwegian kings, so I think of, when I read this book, I think of the Vikings, and I think of gods like Thor. Now, the king has 3 children. He has the crown prince, a younger daughter who is the second in line to the throne, and the youngest daughter named Solveig. The king goes to war, and he's worried about his 3 children. So he takes his very elite guards, he puts them on a ship, he sails them up a fjord to their summer castle. The castle is guarded on one side by a tall wall of ice, and the other side by the fjord is pretty much impenetrable. And so these guards are to stay there till the end of the war and guard these 3 children. Now what the king doesn't know, that along with the children and the guards, he's also sent a traitor. And this traitor is determined to get rid of the children or capture them and turn them over to the king's enemies. Now the person that discovers what's happening is the youngest daughter, Solveig, and she becomes the hero of the story. Will she discover in time who the character is that's after them, or will it be too late? Also, the king's enemy's ship is found out where the kids have been held, and they are sailing toward that destination. Icefall, a very exciting read. I think you'll enjoy reading it. And then to change gears completely, this book is also on your Indian paintbrush list. Just a funny story called Ungifted by Gordon Korman. Gordon Korman wrote his first book when he was a 7th grader. Pretty interesting. Now this book is about a boy named Donovan, and Donovan is anything but gifted. He is truly an ungifted child. He is a troublemaker. That's what he's best at school. And one day he's going to a junior high basketball game. Now the basketball court is down the hill where the gym is, and the kids are up on top of the hill where there's a statue. And the statue on the top of the hill is a statue with a man, Colossus, holding the globe over his head. As they're walking down the hill, Donovan picks up a stick. He's rattling against the building. He's hitting against things. And when he comes to the statue, he smacks it against the hands that are holding the globe. He doesn't know, but there is a rusty bolt holding the globe on. The globe rolls down the hill, through the gym doors, and right into the middle of the basketball game. Now, the district superintendent is at the game. He runs out the door, and he sees Donovan on the hill. He runs up the hill and catches him and takes him into his office. Now, he doesn't know these students because his office is apart from the regular school. He gets Donovan in his office, and he starts talking to him, and his secretary comes in, and the police have showed up, and they want to talk to him. So he tells the boy, okay, I've got your name, take off, go home, I'll deal with you on Monday. So Donovan goes home waiting for a call from the superintendent. The call never comes. But in a few days, a letter does come. And this letter tells him that he is qualified for the gifted school in the district. Now what's happened is, on his desk was a note with Donovan's name. Also on the superintendent's desk was a list of the children that qualified for the gifted program. The secretary came into his office and asked for the list, and when she took it, she also took the note with Donovan's name. His name was included in the gifted kids. The superintendent can't remember his name, so he's not sure who this boy is or what's happened to him. He's looking everywhere for him in the school, but he doesn't know. He's not in this school any longer. He's at the gifted school. Of course, Donovan doesn't fit. Or does he? Maybe there's something more to Donovan than we realize. 7, The Colossus Rises is a story of a boy named Jack McKinley. Jack is an ordinary boy, but he only has 6 months to live. When he collapses on a street, he's taken to a secret hospital where a strange professor tells him that he is the descendant of a god, and the reason he is sick is because he is getting his strengths too quickly. The only way to stop this is to find 7 coins that have been hidden around the world. Now, he's not the only boy at the hospital, so he and his friends are sent on a mission to find these coins. Now, they need the coins to cure themselves and also to save the world. If they don't, the world that is sunk beneath the sea will rise again, and the world as we know it will end. This is a book called 7. Dead Weather and Sunrise. The first two books in this series, Dead Weather and Sunrise, and the second one, New Lands, are now in paperback. Story about a boy named Egbert. Egg lives on an island where his father grows ugly fruit. The island has not much else on it. And he is one day invited to another island nearby called Sunrise. Sunrise is a very wealthy island, and Egg's father is welcomed to the wealthiest man on the island's home. Now, Egg can't figure out what's going on with his father, but when the family's offered a ride on a hot air balloon, and they all get into the balloon, they're too heavy to go up, so Egg is made to get out of the balloon. The rest of the family takes off. The balloon doesn't come back. There's a reason this man wanted to get rid of Egg's father. It has something to do with the thing that he brought from Dead Weather to the island of Sunrise. Now, Egg figures to save his own life and to possibly find out what's happened to his family, he needs to find a way back to Dead Weather. He needs to discover what it is that his father found and brought that this man would be willing to kill his family for. So Dead Weather and Sunrise and New Lands, the third book, is also out, just in hardcover, but I think we will have that at the book fair. If you like the Gods and Goddesses, this is a great story. It's called Gods and Warriors, and it's a story set 3,500 years ago, so the gods in this story are actually the ancient Egyptian gods. There's a young boy named Hyas. He meets a princess who is a runaway, and he also befriends a dolphin. Together, the three of them are searching for Hyas' little sister, and they need to find her to save her. They're being pursued by an evil band of warriors who want Hyas because someone has given him a knife. It's a sacred knife that they want returned. Hyas doesn't realize that this is why he's being chased. So the book is called Gods and Warriors. And Lockwood and Company, this is a new book this fall. This is a story about, a little bit hard to see there in the picture. Let me hold it up there so you can see it. Lockwood and Company is a story about ghost hunters. When I read it, it kind of made me think of Ghostbusters. But they're kids that live in London, and there is a problem in London. And the problem is they are being overrun by ghosts. These are evil ghosts with bad intentions, and only the children can see the ghosts, and they're the ones that can fight the ghosts. Lockwood and Company is a ghost-busting company. It's Lockwood. Anthony Lockwood is the main character, and a girl named Lucy Carlisle works with him. Together, the two of them are going to try to solve the mystery of where these ghosts have come from and how to rid London of all the ghosts. These are some books you'll find at the book fair. I hope you'll find them interesting. There are lots of other titles there. I don't have time to talk about other ones right now, but I hope that you'll come to the book fair, look at the books, and enjoy yourselves. Hopefully you'll enjoy some of these titles, and we look forward to seeing you next year at the book fair. Thank you.